Hello everyone, my name is Jack Southall and I am here today, of course, for my WWE Elimination Chamber 2015 review. This took place in Corpus Christi, Texas. Now, about the Corpus Christi crowd, they weren't really this good tonight, but you know what was good? This pay-per-view. Well, technically it wasn't really a pay-per-view, it was a network special, but it was formed like a pay-per-view, and after seeing what they did on this show, I'm more than happy to call this pay-per-view. I fucking loved this show. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. We opened, on the pre-show, they had Miz TV with Daniel Bryan. I didn't see the pre-show, but Daniel Bryan was on it, he was talking some stuff, and then I believe the Mega Powers came out and did some stuff. Oh, I don't like the Mega Powers. Just, no. Have Damien Sandow be his own guy, like, honestly. Anyway, they also had Zack Ryder versus Stardust. Stardust won. Good for him. Anyway, let's get to the actual show. And the opening contest here was for is an Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. The New Day versus Los Matadores versus the Ascension versus the Lucha Dragons versus the Primetime Players versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. Something I just want to point out here. Why did the New Day have 3 members in their pods? Like, so it's now a handicap match all of a sudden. Just stupid. And fucking that little bull arsehole, El Torito, is just sitting on the pod looking down like a little bitch. So I didn't get that. So anyway, so they all squeeze into the pods. I think the first 2 teams that started out were Ascension and the Lucha Dragons. So yeah, lots of cool stuff in that. Ascension Lucha Dragons start off. I'll just talk about some spots that took place. There was this cool spot where Kalisto, he was trying to get onto the pods, but then the New Day constantly took him down, and he climbed up onto the top of the Elimination Chamber or the spaceship or whatever, and jumped off and onto a bunch of guys. I think Cesaro and Kidd came in next, whatever, and for some reason the Ascension eliminated Los Matadores and the Lucha Dragons. Boo. I like the Lucha Dragons, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd were really cool throughout this match. Did a lot of good stuff. Just trying to see. I think the Ascension got eliminated by the Primetime Players. Yeah, and then they got Cesaro and Tyson Kidd end up getting eliminated by the Primetime Players, which was very interesting to see. I thought they were going to be the final 2 guys, Cesaro and Kidd, the New Day, but, you know, I dig the Primetime Players, so it doesn't really matter to me. But anyway, how this match ended was pretty much Big E gets a belly-to-belly suplex on the steel grate that they have on the Millennium Falcon. Which looks brutal, by the way. Every time I see it, I just cringe. O'Neal hit him with a power slam for a near fall. Big E clips the leg of O'Neal and holds him down as Kingston hits Trouble in Paradise. And then all the members of the New Day jump on top of him and they all get the win. And so New Day is 2 tag team champions. I'm gonna say it was a good match. A lot of mixed reactions were from this match. People loved it. Some people didn't like it. Anyway, I personally thought it was pretty damn good. Yeah, even though the spot with Kalisto was pretty cool, everyone was just waiting come on man, let's go. And yeah, there was a bunch of other spots. Cesaro was a beast, of course. He was doing all his cool stuff. But yeah, congrats to the New Day. They've been doing pretty cool so far. Let's see. So next matchup is triple threat WWE Divas Championship match. Nikki Bella versus Naomi versus Paige. it was a Divas match. A decent one at that. Nothing too crazy here. How this match ended was Paige went for the PTO on Nikki. Naomi kicks her in the face. Naomi gets a near fall. Paige reverse whip to the corner and clubs Naomi. Paige goes for an electric chair drop. Naomi counters with a reverse Hurricane Runner for a near fall. Nikki ducks a kick from Naomi and hits Naomi with a rack attack for the win, and that's how Nikki Bella won the match. Yeah, alright. Paige did really good. Naomi, in my opinion, she needs to win the title at Money in the Bank. I'm worried that they're going to put the belt on Nikki until September so that she can outrun AJ Lee's title reign. This is probably because of WWE's petty way to get rid of her in the history books, because you know, she's related to CM Punk, and we all know why they don't like CM Punk. Yeah, it was a Divas match. Nikki Bella won. Naomi, please win at Money in the Bank. Then we get to John Cena versus Kevin Owens. Oh man. Wow. This was a match. This was a fucking match. Kevin Owens, the NXT champion, and you have John Cena, the United States champion. Oh my god. I want to try and explain to you this match, but you just have to see it to believe it. Oh, it was awesome. So many near falls. I think at one point Kevin Owens did the AA onto Cena, and Cena kicked out, and Owens did like a backflip. Cena kicked out. Cena had him do the AA. Cena hit the AA. He kicked out. There's kick outs everywhere. You know, when the good guy and the bad guy, and there's a lot of feuds, bad tension going on. Of course, they're gonna get a lot of near falls, which always makes a good match, in my opinion. But the real... So, just reading some other stuff here. Yeah, lots of brawling in this match as well. Cena was calling his spots, like, really loudly, you know. It was like, John, keep it down a bit, buddy. Like, honestly. But, anyway, Cena got up to his feet a bit, and he just went for a clothesline, and Owens did the big spinny thingy that everyone does. Owens gets up, Cena turns him inside out, gives him another clothesline, and then Cena's about to get him for the third clothesline until Owens ducked and gave him the pop-up powerbomb, and Owens wins. What? Owens wins the match clean, no bullshit, no nothing, just hit his finisher, 1, 2, 3, Owens gets the win. That's... I marked out when that happened. Kevin Owens winning was so awesome. A guy who made big on the independent scene as Kevin Steen. He worked his way in PWG and Ring of Honor, which is going to be on Destination America this coming Wednesday, I believe. So I better check that out. So... yeah, just seeing all of his matches in Ring of Honor and then seeing him face a guy like John Cena is so awesome, you know. Yeah, this is just unbelievable match. Yeah, they pretty much do all their moves on each other. Cena did the springboard stunner, but yeah, yeah, absolutely fantastic match. Please watch it. Definitely a match of the year candidate for sure. Yeah, prompts to Owens and prompts to Cena for, you know, losing clean to Kevin Owens, you know. So, good for them. You're just fantastic. And then Kevin grabbed the microphone. Crowd's booing him like a heel should be, so that's good. And he says that on Raw a few weeks back, people didn't know him, but now they do, and that Cena's time's up, and his time's now, and the champ is here. Just, wow, man, just great stuff. Just, I can't speak this match higher. Just Owens winning and just the whole match in general. Fantastic stuff. Right after that, we got Bo Dallas versus Neville. This was a pretty good match to end that awesomeness that was Owens and Cena. Yeah, these two did very well here. Bo Dallas is getting a lot serious because in his promos he had like a faint smile after he said believe. He was like that. So I don't know if he's getting like a darker form in his character, but yeah, Neville did his awesome flips. Bo Dallas was a pretty good heel in this match, but as it ended, this is how it went. So Dallas pushed Neville in way and gives him a shot in the midsection. Dallas hits a DDT, gets a near fall. Then Dallas is pissed off, like really bad. He goes for the Bodog. Neville slides off, counters into an Interugi. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, honestly. And then Neville goes to top rope, hits his red arrow and wins. Yeah, good enough match to follow Owens and Cena. So yeah, Neville gets a win, so I can't complain there. So yeah, Dean Ambrose was talking to Roman Reigns backstage, but then Triple H walked up to him and saying what a night it's been, and yeah, pretty much taunting them, and that if Reigns gets involved in the title match, Ambrose will be disqualified. So the Elimination Chamber is lowering down for the Intercontinental Championship match. Daniel Bryan is sitting right next to the IC title. And in this Elimination Chamber match for the IC title, we saw Sheamus versus R-Truth versus Ryback versus King Barrett versus Dolph Ziggler versus supposedly Rusev, but unfortunately he got injured on SmackDown. I think he like shattered something in his foot, so he couldn't compete. And his replacement was Mark Henry. Yeah, I'll take it, you know. He's with his 800th face turn, but you know, I'll take him as it is. Who were the first two people to start off? I believe it was Ziggler and Barrett. Okay, Ziggler and Barrett started it out. Yeah, good stuff here between these two. Yeah, doing all their typical stuff. And then, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, I'm just looking here. They were going through, you know how like they do the countdown to see who's going to come out of the pods first? Well, R-Truth did, and King Barrett went to the pod and just beat the shit out of poor R-Truth. Didn't give him a time to like get out or anything, but R-Truth ended up getting back to him. And then afterwards, let's have a look here. R-Truth did a really good scissor kick, by the way. Barrett takes him down like with some kicks in the midsection. Barrett then like throws him over top rope onto the steel grate, and then Barrett and something that confused me about this match was Barrett like threw Ziggler through the pod, through Mark Henry's pod, and Mark Henry was like, what the fuck, King Barrett, and he was peed off a bit, and the ref's like, you know, you can go in if you want. So I'm like, wait, isn't Mark supposed to like wait his turn like everyone else? So, which was a bit weird. But then Ryback came in and entered the match, and he dominated a lot through this. And then everyone ganged up on Bad News. So Henry headbutts him, shoulder thrusts him in the corner, and then Barrett sets up a Royal Bullhammer. Ziggler gives him a super kick. Ryback drops Barrett. R-Truth hits the lie detector. I think that's what it's called. Is it? No, that's the one where he goes like this. Boom. The lie detector. And yeah, King Barrett is eliminated. Pretty cool setup there. And so the four guys are just staring each other down. And then Ziggler super kicked Henry. Ryback hit Henry. Ryback attacked Ziggler. Starts to feed me more shit. Ryback just kills R-Truth. with the shell shocked, and R-Truth is out. And then Sheamus is supposed to get out of the pod, but then his pod thing gets stuck, and so he's like, "Oi, get me out of there," and all that. And then the match continues on, and then he finally got out. He used his pendant to get out of the thing, so that was pretty clever. Looking here, Sheamus hit Mark Henry with the bro kick, and then Mark Henry got eliminated and did this whole, "Are you not entertained, fella?" whatever. And then Ziggler ended up getting eliminated, and then Sheamus and Ryback did a pretty good ending moment. And then Sheamus hit the white noise on the steel grate, which looked brutal, by the way. Ugh. I hate it when wrestlers like fall onto the grating of the elimination spaceship, big ship, whatever, TIE fighter looking thing. But yeah, Ryback counted into a powerbomb into the steel chains. I think Ziggler went through another pod. I had to put that in. Ryback then powerbombs him into the ring, which looked cool. Hits a shell shock, and Ryback is your new Intercontinental Champion. You know what? I'm gonna give this a go. You know, there is a lot of possibility of this failing, but there's also a very high possibility of this being really, really good. And you know, seeing Ryback with a championship, you know, that was a really special moment for Ryback. I think, you know, this could be the highest point of his career. But, you know, maybe something will happen down the road. Then Daniel Bryan came in with the IC title and he said, "Congratulations, Ryback, you deserve it." Ryback's like, "Oh, no problem, man, you're inspirational. All these people are inspiration," you know, basic babyface stuff. Does the feed me more thing, you know. It was a good moment to give to Ryback. So, and the match wasn't half that bad. I do think the Tag Team Chamber match was a lot better than this one, but, you know, nice to see Ryback with a win. I think he did pretty well. And then we get to the final matchup for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Oh boy, this was a lot of great stuff happened. This isn't, you know, I have to talk about this match. So, they were going all at it. Great stuff here. But, yeah, the Authority gets up on there and Ambrose takes them all out. And then, I think Ambrose went onto the top rope. He jumps off, and then Rollins gets the referee in front of him, and he accidentally knocks the referee. And then, Dean Ambrose hits Dirty Deeds, and he goes for the pin, but the ref's out. Then a second ref came in, hits the 1, 2, and I was expecting Rollins to kick out, but he hits 3, and Dean Ambrose became the new world champion. And I'm like, no fucking way. Just flipping out. And I'm thinking, this is amazing. This is crazy. And then, you know, I'm thinking, oh my God. And then the other referee gets up, and he's like, "Look, dude, Rollins pushed me in front of Ambrose. Ambrose wins by disqualification, and Rollins is still the champion." And can I just say, look up Rollins' expression. It is fantastic. The face he pulls when he finds out he's still retained. Oh, funny as shit. But then, anyway, Roman Reigns comes out after the Authority was beating up Dean Ambrose. He hits the Superman punch and spear on people. And Dean Ambrose ends up stealing Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. And he still celebrates with it. And he runs up into the crowd and he holds it. So, yeah, pretty good. Alright way. I thought it was a good way to end it off without having Rollins look weak. But, anyway, what do I think of this show? I think this was an awesome, awesome show. I would give this, actually, oh, this is tough. I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. I know that's maybe a bit too much, but I loved this show, dude. It was so good. Anyway, match of the night, easily Kevin Owens versus John Cena. Easily. But Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins was great. The two chamber matches were pretty good. And everything was just really solid. And, you know, topped off with a great World Championship match. And the Kevin Owens and John Cena match, which was phenomenal. Yeah, this pay-per-view definitely gets 2 thumbs up from me, even though that's the thing I do on Raw reviews. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be it for this review. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a big fat like on this video. Comment down below your thoughts on this special event, as they're calling it. And make sure, if you want more stuff from me, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, Raw review tomorrow, of course. And I'm thinking about doing a new series called the Wednesday Wrap-Up, where it's pretty much me having a look at TNA Impact Wrestling, NXT, Lucha Underground, and the newly debuting Ring of Honor, and just chatting about them. Not reviewing them, just talking about them, because if I reviewed each show separately, it would take forever to do. But, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'll see you tomorrow, and I am out in 3, 2, 1.